So it's been a few months since our last video, and what have we been up to? Well, there's a whole host of little jobs that need doing on a project of this size that just take a lot of time. So let's go through them. First off, we decided to paint the front of the house. The wall at the front was really green and dirty, so we jet washed it, and unfortunately, a lot of the paint has flaked off the wall. We've now tried to match the same colours that we had, but we can't. So it's a case of picking what colour is going to go best. There's 3 to choose from. We put on the wall, and we decided to go for the middle one, which is going to be a light grey. So we painted all of the walls at the lower part of the house this new light grey, and we also took the chance to paint the railings black, renewed them all. And it looks a lot better, a lot cleaner, a lot sharper. I'm really pleased with the way this looks. Inside the house, the dining room and living room are really come together. Here's the living room. Remember what it looked like before? Here's a reminder. This has really come on a lot, and what an amazing transformation. So to finish off the dining room and the living room, I've been buying these original oil canvas paintings from eBay. What I really like about these is the big chunky gold frames that will look really, really nice in our house. A typical Georgian house like this does have these fantastic picture rails that go around the top of each room, and I really wanted to make the most of this. Yes, it is a bit of a pain to have to wire up the paintings individually. It takes a bit of time to get the wire to the right length and then to adjust it to make sure that the picture hangs at the right angle. However, I'm an absolute convert for these picture rails. Once that process is complete, it's so easy to hang pictures in these rooms, and if you don't like it in the place where it is, it's a simple job just to take it down and hang it in another place. It's so quick, and I think these really bring the room together. Both the living room and the dining room look spectacular with these old original oil paintings hung in the right places. Speaking of the dining room, there's a lot of work to do in here on the floor. Unfortunately, our painters, our decorators and our plasterers left a lot of mess. We made a big mistake here. We really should have covered the floors at the start of the project to ensure that they were clean. However, that hasn't happened, and all of the mess has spattered all over these floors, so we had to reseal them. I hired a sander and hired a really good local joiner, and he sanded the entire floor and re-oiled it, and it looks amazing. It looks so much better than it did before. A real transformation. Now the rest of the house is looking so good. This downstairs toilet really looks a little bit tired. There's some grout missing from under the toilet base plate, and also very dirty tiles where the grout's just been stained over the years. So I spent hours and hours re-grouting this entire floor. However, after all my work's done, even though it looks good on the end of the video, the staining just came back through. So in the end, we linoed it. And this was a big lesson for me. You know, where should I spend most of my time? And if I'd have just linoed this to start with, it would have looked a lot better, a lot quicker than me putting all this effort in. It was a little bit disappointing to have this as the final result. However, it was the right decision and looked much better than the efforts that I'd put in myself. Another job that needed doing was re-putting these carpet bars on all the way up the stairs. Now these had been removed when the previous carpet got taken away and disposed of, and now we have a brand new fresh carpet. All of these bars need to be individually screwed in and reattached. Quite a lengthy process, but a really nice finishing touch, I think you'll agree. And lastly, this downstairs orange room. Now listen to your feedback. I've asked you that on previous videos, what people thought about this room, and you didn't like it. I've not liked it, and my wife didn't like it, so we had to change it. So I bit the bullet and decided to paint all of the walls white and start again. In the end, behind the bed, we painted a light blue, very similar to the outside of the house, so that the outside of the house ties into this particular room, and it looks much lighter and fresher than it did before. That previous colour was awful compared to this, and if you see a side-by-side comparison, I think you'll agree this was the right thing to do, and this is the last room that needed finishing off. So we're nearly there. Stay tuned for our next video and you will see the finished result. I'll do a full tour for you, but here is a couple of sneak previews of what is to come. The house looks fantastic and we are ready for bookings. It's amazing. What an amazing journey. Stay tuned for the next video and see the final result.